What's good, guys? It's me, Gerald the Weep here, back again with another video. Okay, I told you guys I'll try to upload all of this week. I got most of my homework done for this week yesterday, so that's why I didn't upload. So I was quite tired. Still wanted to make a video, but I had to go straight to sleep because it was 11 o'clock at night. Anyway, might be a little tired, but you guys need something. Okay, this is the final part to what if Subaru got transported to Berserk. And let's get straight into it. Tell me, what do you guys want for tomorrow? Or I could make the new series right away. You'll see what I'm talking about later. Anyway, let's go. Now, Subaru, yeah, so Mikasa and Quarks, and random members of the Banner of the Banner of the Hawk, they went straight after, they went to the castle, and they were denied access because Subaru told them to deny access to them. So Mikasa couldn't get any help from the kingdom, so she decided to go straight after Subaru because it's now been a couple of days since they left, and she's been looking for Subaru and Guts. Well, she respects Guts, but she hates Subaru for what he did. She thinks she's manipulating. She thinks Subaru is manipulating Guts, and has now taken Griffith. And now they've been hearing rumors about Subaru, Shala, and Guts and Griffith. So she's just been following them, trying to keep track of them. And Subaru is getting quite close to his destination, or Satella, I should say. And now Griffith is now waking up. He's been knocked out a couple of times, and he sees it. He doesn't have his amulet because Subaru took it, and Subaru's going to feed it to Satella so he can get his wish. Because that's what I'm pretty sure that's what Griffith used to get his wish. Oh yeah, I have my window open, so sorry if you guys hear background noises. Okay, anyway, Griffith says, "Please, I don't know how long it's been, but just let me go. I don't care about my dream anymore. I just want to go back to the Hawks." And Griffith's is like, "Guts, I know you hear me. Please, just let me go. I don't care. You can be free as long as you want." And Guts is just ignoring Griffith. And Guts then says he was ignoring him, and he's like, "It's already too late for us. We're going to protect Subaru for the rest of our lives until she becomes the queen." So I guess you still get your goal after all. That's what Subaru is saying. Or Flugel. I don't even know anymore. And Subaru says, it was just an alias, but you can still call me it. And Subaru says, "Now that we see her, we're going to go through pain of unimaginable suffering. You'll experience every bad deal every evil deed that you did in your life, and you'll experience it all at once. And since I'm quite older than all of you, I experienced quite a lot of pain." And yeah, so Subaru says, "Here we go." And they go straight to to where Satella is. That's where Subaru's been getting his information from. And yeah, and Mikasa is starting to now catch up with them, and they're starting to see her. So they hurry up now. As Guts says they're starting to get close. I'll stay back. He pulls out his sword, and Subaru gives him the legendary crossbow he has, and he says just to shoot the horses. And Guts says, "Go on, Subaru. You need to go with Satella. I'll hold them off. And make sure the wishes that you're going to make is going to be good for all of us. And Subaru says, "That's why I've been doing all of this." And Subaru, Griffith, and Shallow march on. And as soon as they got out of sight, Mikasa and Quarks arrive, and the others, like I said, only randoms from the Band of the Hawk came. The others just decided to wait until Griffith came back because they didn't know what to do with themselves. Yeah, the two yellow haired dudes and the blind, the squinty guy. Anyway, yeah, so they're just waiting, and they actually make a good choice by waiting. Anyway, so Subaru finally made it into the gate, and Guts stops Mikasa from going any further. He says, "Quarks and Mikasa." Am I saying Mikasa? I mean Casa. Casa. I mean, it sounds super. It sounds like they always say it like Mikasa in the anime in the '97 version. I think so. It sounds weird. Anyway, he says, The wish is going to become true, and we'll be all happy. Now, why would you want to stop such a thing?" And she says, "Get out of my way. He has taken Griffith." And Guts says, "I can't do that. Satella wants all of us to be happy, have true freedom. We won't have to go through pain or anything. I won't allow this." And he then shoots all of the horses with a crossbow so they won't die. And he says, I'm immobile, you guys. So what will you do now?" And Corks just tries to run straight at Guts. And Guts just grabs him and just throws him at a tree. And he says, "They should be arriving right at the labyrinth. And she should be there. It's no point. It's already too late." And so Casa swings her sword right at Guts. And Guts just lets it happen. And when she swings the sword at him, his arm gets cut off. And he says, "It doesn't really mean anything to me. We're going to be reborn." And he starts to laugh. And now we're going to go back to Subaru, what Subaru was doing, or Flugel Subaru. And Subaru makes it. And he finally sees, okay, I'm going to make Satella Amelia in this what if. I'm pretty sure Satella is Amelia, but we don't know yet. It's going to be kind of weird when I figure out that they're actually just different people. Or it probably would make more sense that it's like Amelia's mother. Satella's Amelia's mother. I think that would be a lot cooler. Like, I didn't watch the last two episodes of ReZero, but I saw Pandora and in a screenshot. I'm like, already? Like, only missed like 2 episodes, man. I was waiting for it to like finish for the rest of the season, then catch up, but I can't wait anymore. I have withdrawals. Anyway, so Subaru sees Amelia again, but he doesn't remember her. And she says, "We had this same conversation a long time ago. And now it's finally coming to an end. And Subaru says the exact same thing he wants for his wish. He wants everyone to be free and happy. And the only price is his suffering must continue in his youth." And yeah, so when Subaru goes to Lagunica, he has to suffer. Yeah, like that. So basically, like in the anime, or the manga, or the light novel, or web novel. I think it's the web novel. And Subaru um, asks Satella to do this, or Amelia. And Satella says, "You'll just have to do the same for me. Save me once more, and you'll be truly happy. And I'll try to do better next time. Hopefully she does." And Amelia then thanks Shala, and she says she's gonna be reunited with the real Flugel. Yeah, so I'm gonna make yeah, like I said, it's an alias Subaru created, and she masked Subaru with Flugel scent, you could say. And Subaru then gets the information where Flugel is gonna be in his world, and yeah, so he's gonna take her straight there, Shala. And Griffith and Amelia sees Griffith, and she says, "You didn't have to bring him. You could have just left him on a tree or something." And where's that guts dude? That's what Satella is saying. And Subaru says, "Can you transport them to Lagunica with me?" And she says, "I can. Just give me the amulet. And this will be our final meeting. Goodbye, Subaru." And Subaru says, "Thank you for giving me a chance at a new life. And please help my younger self not make the same mistakes I did. And let me not forget anything." And he gives her the amulet. And Griffith is like, she's just standing there in shock because Satella has killed all of the those guardians that Griffith was with in the original show, you could say. I forgot the names of them. We only see them like for like one episode. And Satella says one more thing. Their suffering will start after she leaves, and then they'll be transported. And yeah, so as soon as Satella leaves, the suffering begins. And as soon as Satella leaves, or Amelia, Satella Amelia. I wonder what we call her. Emile Satella. Boom. Wait, no, that sounds like a guy's name. Yeah, no, wait, no, that sounds like a bad name. Okay, forget what I just said. Anyway, yes, so the suffering starts as soon as Amelia Satella leaves. Okay, I'm sorry, that was a bad. It wasn't even a joke. It was just weird how I said it. And Guts feels like he's chopping off his own arm, and he's seeing what the original timeline is, and he's all bloody up, and he sees Griffith, and he's yelling at him, and he keeps chopping off his arm, and the demons are still biting at it. He says, "What is this? Subaru, where is he? He said he wouldn't allow this to happen. Why would he do such a thing?" And Subaru then touches his Flugel Subaru, or alias Flugel Subaru, touches his shoulder, and he says, "Goodbye, old friend. Protect younger me." And Griffith is right there next to Guts, and Griffith is seeing the exact same thing Guts is seeing, and he's experiencing the exact same pain. And yeah, so everyone that was in the vicinity experienced it. And as Guts starts to black out from it, he says, "Subaru," and he passes out. And past Subaru, or anime Subaru, says, "That's what happens to Guts? Jeez Louise. I know it was dark and all, but eh, I can't even buy this." And he puts it down. He says, "Well, that spoiled everything from it." And he gets his food bag, like it from the anime, and he sees that couple walking by, and he says, and yeah, he's doing his wishing thing, and he gets his food and he walks out the store. And Subaru then, yeah, like I said, Subaru walks out the store, and he sees Shala. Yes, I'm gonna change it up a little bit. He sees, oh, is that a cosplayer? Why is she on the street? And she yells to Subaru, "Remember Shala." And then Flugel Subaru gets right behind him and uses the unseen hands to transport him to the ReZero world. And Subaru then blacks out and falls to the ground, and he gets transported. And then Flugel Subaru says, I'm sorry about this. I really am. But you're going to have to go through all of that. And when you get out, you're going to have to go through the berserk world timeline. Forgive me. And Subaru says, I am no longer Flugel. Shala, we need to take you to the real Flugel. And Subaru then says, you're a lot taller in this world. I don't understand why. And he grabs her hand and he walks her straight to Flugel. And it takes him a couple of hours. Satella said he'll be right around here. And it starts to become sunlight when he gets there. And he says, Shala, it's been fun knowing you. And I'm going to see you again. Until past me, I smell just like Flugel. It's gonna help me in the future. I know so. And he waves his finger in the air, and I was about to. I forgot what was the. I forgot what was it. What was it that he did in the anime? He does the victory, and he walks away, and he says, "I'll be seeing you soon, in a couple of years' time, if I'm correct." And yeah, that was past Subaru. He's talking about past Subaru. Don't forget. And he waves goodbye. And he walks straight down to the end of the block, and he sees someone. He sees two people that are quite familiar. I couldn't find a photo of both of his parents. I did, but I didn't. It wouldn't make any sense if following the plot of the images. Okay. Anyway, he sees both of his parents, which he hasn't seen in almost 5 years. He hasn't seen them, and he gives them a good hug and he cries to them. And Subaru's like, "It's been so long. I can finally be free, all thanks to her." And they look back and see Shala's walking somewhere, and they don't know who she is. So, and Subaru says, "Don't worry about Shala. She's all right. You, I'm not gonna be speaking to her anytime soon." And Subaru says we should go home. And they wanted to know more about Shala, but he says it's no point. The only woman for me is Satella. And he walks away, saying that he can beat both of his parents back to the house. And he says he's also very he's an adult now, so they don't have to worry about him. They were worried about him because he didn't come back in a couple of hours, so they took a car to see where he was at, and they found him quite easily because he never left the world. So that's why they found him easily. And he says, "I'm gonna be having the peace for tonight." And he says, that's what he says, and he says, or maybe I should go and do something else. Who knows? Hopefully my past self can deal with this. And he looks up all the way up to the sky and he says, good luck, Guts and Griffith. And Shalom, good luck. Saving Satella. And he says, and good luck me. And that's the end of Flugel Subaru. And now we're to anime or the web novel Subaru. Or the MV route, the normal MV route Subaru. And he remembers Shala, but it's going to leave his mind. Not that soon, but it's going to be there for a couple of parts in the future. Now, this I'm going to be making a new series, like I said, because I finished the Flugel Subaru with Berserk, and these are the events where he leads up going to Berserk. But that's where he leads up to after the end of ReZero. He goes to that world, and now he's back in the normal timeline, and Guts and Griffith are going to and Mikasa. Not why do I keep saying Mikasa? Acosta are going to help him get to the right time, get to the right timeline. And that will be my new series that will be coming out quite soon. I'll be making it Saturday. Anyway, yeah. So Subaru then awakens in this new world, and he says, "Shala, I was one weird woman," and he sees Apple Guy, and the usual happens with the Apple Guy, and Subaru then walks down the alley with the three thugs, but the difference was with this. And it's Griffith. Yes, it's Griffith, the Griffith. And Griffith says, "I already deal with them, Lord Subaru. It's me, Griffith." And Subaru's remembers Griffith from the manga of Berserk because he read it. It feels like deja vu, doesn't it? And he tries to run away, but then felt bounces on his head, and Griffith says, "Guts." And Guts jumps down from where he was at, and he captures um, Felt quite easily. And Mikasa grabs a rope and wraps her up. And he says, "Well, that was a lot more easier than I thought." And Subaru and Griffith says, "Oh yes, Subaru, I need you to yell someone's name. I need you to yell for the guards before I kill you." And Subaru, yeah, he's just pretty scared because he sees Griffith and Guts, so he yells for someone, and Reinhardt comes to save him. And yes, Reinhardt comes, and he sees all three of them, and he says, "Aren't you part of the underground foundation of Amelia?" And they say, "Maybe. We're here to pick up Lord Subaru. And we need your help because we've been hearing rumors about the vampire Elsa." And he says, "How do you know about this? Why do you think you need my help? Aren't you guys supposed to be strong?" And Guts says, "Can you just take these three away? I've noticed something with the one with the amulet, or I mean the insignia. It's growing bright red. I wonder what could this mean? If you do you know?" That's what Guts says. And Reinhardt walks over to Felt, and he sees it, and he does the exact same reaction he does when he figures out in the loot house. And he says, "Oh my goodness, there's a fifth candidate." And yeah, so Felt starts to freak out, and Guts knocks her out. And Subaru is just super confused. Why is Guts and Griffith and Acosta in this world? And this Reinhardt knows them. I mean Reinhardt, and Reinhardt then explains his name. He says, "I am Reinhardt von Streya, and the Sword Saint." And Griffith's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, we already know. I'm Griffith, the hot Sword Saint." Okay, that was a bad joke. I'm sorry. And yeah, and he says, "I will be accompanying you there. I just want to make sure you guys are actually right about this rumor of yours. I will go there then." And this ends the final part to What If Us not What If Us. Oh my goodness, that was so bad. I messed it up. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, so this ends What If Subaru got transported to Berserk. And now it's going to be now the titles for the new series, it's going to be What If Guts got transported to ReZero, the second series. Now hopefully you guys like the What If. If it hits 10 views, I'll continue with the second series. Yeah, this is one of my first What Ifs, so I'm finally glad I finished it. I'm going to replace it with two more What Ifs. Just tell me in the comments what you guys want. I already have one in mind, the one with Guts being transported. So, yeah, let's see. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. I made it long for a reason because I didn't make the last video yesterday. Wanted to make it yesterday, but I made it today, so it's all good. Now I want you guys to be healthy, keep it clean. I'm gonna catch up with ReZero and Black Clover. I'm a couple episodes behind, and Boruto too. I could always make a new Boruto series. Okay, guys, peace out.